Alright guys, welcome to the Friday Ride. Belle and I go out and go on a little adventure together. Today we're going to head down to a park and we're going to do a little metal detecting and a little sketching. It's pretty early in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. One of my favorite times to get out in the morning, actually. It's nice and cool out still. And it's quieter everywhere. Everywhere we go. Get across the way here. Attract a bunch of attention. I'm in a small town, so seeing somebody with a cat on their back and a bunch of gear, it's kind of strange for people. But that's all right. We like strange, right? It just shows that I'm living my life. Doing what I want to do. Doing what makes me happy. And I'll tell you what, friends, brings a lot of joy to my heart. This is just fun. It creates activities that I can do and allows me to use my imagination to create art in all its forms, different forms. Not all its forms, I guess, but multiple forms. It's supposed to be 80s. It can get up into the 80s today. That's the high for today, and we are in March, so that's extraordinary. And now it feels like it's probably a brisk upper 30, maybe 38. And sometimes we'll hop in the car and we'll go out to the lake and do some sketching and some scouting around and adventuring out there with Bella. But today I really wanted to come out here to the park and just do a little bit of metal detecting and maybe sketch on a picture I've been working on for a while. Yeah, when you get into your upper 40s, generally, you stop caring so much about what other people think. And you just do what you want to do, right? I feel like at this point it's be myself or go home. Everyone else is taken, so. And, I might not look too strange, to other people. I mean, I have seen an uptick in people riding scooters in this town. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's one of those things, I think people are really enjoying the idea of being able to get around with electric power. So I can charge this thing at home on my battery with solar panels, and it's not an issue. I don't have to go spend money on gas or even power, even electricity. I have it readily. I mean, the sun gives it out. Alright guys, this is the place. We're gonna check it out right out in here. Let's see if we can't go find a bench or something to sit on. We might have a little bit of an issue trying to find a bench. And that's okay. We could just plop in the grass and sketch. I brought a clipboard and all the necessities. I actually built a little setup onto my current scooter that allows me to bring a little more, a different sort of bag so that I could actually bring more stuff with me. Yeah, we're gonna go back across this bridge and we're going to do the metal detecting. We're gonna do some metal detecting over here because there's more foot traffic over here. So, I think how I'm thinking about it is that people come over here and they throw frisbees, they, do things like that, play baseball, watch their kids play baseball, and this is where people drop and lose things. And if we find something super expensive like rings, wedding rings and stuff like that, then I will definitely utilize some of the groups that I'm in locally and try to find out who it might belong to before we claim ownership of anything. I'm not exactly sure how that all works, but I would just feel better if I try to find the owner of it before. And I might just go ahead and turn it over to law enforcement if that be the case. But if we find change or anything like that, we'll keep that. It doesn't need to go anywhere. If we find something interesting that's metal, even coins, what I'll do is I have a field sketchbook and I'll probably use it to draw the object as a sketch, and then go home, maybe put some color to it just to kind of get an idea of how I want to paint it, and then I'll paint it. All right guys, we're here at the park. This is what it looks like, the panoramic view. Bella's doing a little adventuring herself. I'd also like to share with you guys this bulletin board here, or this board. It shows, we're at a disc golf course, and it shows all the different holes that people can play this game with. If you see, it goes across the river there. There's a bridge right there. It goes across the river and it has several holes over there, and a pond, a couple ponds it looks like. I think just one pond actually. They stock that pond with fish so that people with disabilities and youth can fish there. I believe that's the rules. They have some QR codes you can scan to find out more information about this place. There's guidelines. It's called Rimrock Disc Golf Course. So, I grew up here. I used to play baseball over here at this baseball park. Little League baseball. Today, we're going to do a little metal detecting, Bella and I. Hi, sweetie. All right. So what we'll do is we'll come around these areas where people stand. Look at that. Bella hanging out in her little cave. We might find old lures. Usually it's change, like quarters and dimes and pennies. So we got a good hit right here. This thing's pretty sensitive, so if I get over here near that shovel, it's gonna go off. So whatever it is, it's still in here. There it is. We found it. It's just a nail. Yep. That's it. That's all it was. But we'll keep it. Right? Paint it. Sure, you always cover up your holes. continue on. You can set your machine up to where it'll detect certain types of metals. We got something right here. Kind of help you out from detecting, you know, a bunch of different garbage. Okay, we got it in our hand here. And there it is. It's another nail. Alright. Seems like we're finding a lot of nails right here. So we'll move on from this spot. There's Bella, you guys, hanging out. Okay, we got something right here. We'll check out. Hey, baby, you gonna help me? Okay, I am not feeling. Oh, I gotta turn it on. So we definitely got something in here. We are lucking out. We found some nails, that's for sure today. I don't know what that means. It means something. We're finding a bunch of nails. All right, guys, let's pack up and go sketch. We are going to head over to the fairgrounds. I love this area, the fairgrounds, growing up here. This is another spot where the Davison Carnival likes to post up. And if you keep on going out of town this way, you'll eventually head up to another lake, one of two lakes that we have here around Prineville. This lake actually feeds that river back there by the Frisbee disc golf course we were just at. They hold a lot of different events over here. We just had the Patty Pint thing going on with the St. Patrick's Day, where people would walk or run a small marathon. I don't know what type of marathon it is. If it's full marathon, half marathon, however they categorize those. That's what was going on there. So, but we didn't get out and get any footage of that. We missed that going on. We had other things we were doing, so we weren't able to do that. This, guys, is the fairgrounds. Now, sometimes they have this open where you can get in here and go sit on the bleachers and stuff. They have a bunch of bleachers there that you can sit on. They hold different things here, like horse racing, tractor pull stuff, monster truck events where monster trucks come in here and crush cars, that kind of thing, which is pretty fun. I mean, those are all kind of fun events. I don't really go to those as much anymore. A lot of it's because I can't take Bella, and Bella doesn't like loud noises like that, so it just wouldn't be fun for us. But there's plenty of other things we can go to, for sure. Here's the front entrance, the fairgrounds. We're gonna go to the park. Let's go. This scooter will go pretty fast. I'm not sure exactly how fast it'll go, but it'll definitely go above 30. So this does have a little bit of weight on it, so that usually affects the speed and stuff. But we can go at a pretty good speed. So it's 25 is the speed limit. So this pace ourselves with this truck here. We're only in the second setting, so it has a total of 3 settings. And as far as the scooter goes, I've already had some mechanical issues with it in the short time that I've owned it, so I try not to get too far away from home with it, just in case it decides to really go kaput on us. I don't want to be too far away from home. I'll get down to the park. Anybody seeing my cat and my backpack back here and all the gear we're hauling around is probably thinking, oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Hopefully I make their day. Or Bella makes their day. Because Bella's the one back there smiling at everybody. Exactly know how legal this is, but we'll get down to a spot where I can show you guys what kind of gear we brought with us. Hop up on the curb right here. I'm doing a little cross country traveling here. Cross country travel. There's a nice bench. Let's sit on. Over the week, we got ourselves a filled sketchbook and a pencil holder pouch. This stuff's from a company called Leather Village, and essentially, I'm not sure where this stuff is made. I believe it's from India. They claim that the leather is actually buffalo. I'm not sure what type of leather this is. I don't have the description on me. I'll put the link down in the description. But Bella wants to get in here. Anyways, yeah. So let's check this out. The paper is a rag cotton paper. Bella, baby, we gotta show this off. Put her over there just for a second. But it has a nice little leather strap that goes around it, and you can just sort of tuck it in there to keep it closed. Yeah, keeps it fairly closed. But the paper is like a rag cotton paper made from recycled cotton paper, fibers and stuff. It's loose, so it's not like artist grade or anything like that. I'm not particularly sure about the archival quality of it. I do use some Posca pens. I like using different kinds of markers that have like the brush tips on it, because it seems to glide a little better on this type of paper. So, and I just use this for like field sketching, so like a quick sketch, and then I can take it home and then transfer that into some other image. But I did this part of it. This is the first page of the journal, so I just drew some border flowers and then did some Old English type lettering here. Then that's my signature, JP, for my first and last name, and then when I started the journal. And as I go through it, I think there's 200 pages front and back total. Depending on what year it is, I'll update that. But yeah, we're going to fill this journal up over time. It's a field journal. It's not anything that's going to be making it into art galleries. It's just something that I sketch out here when I'm sitting out here in this type of environment and I want to do a scenery or a landscape type sketch. I can do a quick sketch in here, and it gives me a good reference later to transfer it, or draw into a larger piece of work. So there's that. Got our clipboard. We're gonna get on the sketch. I'm gonna draw part of an apple. Spend a little bit of time. Might not get the full apple done, but this is a binder that I use to store some of my projects that I'm working on. Anything 8x8, maybe a little larger. Like here's a tiger eye, that kind of stuff. It's not finished. I still need to put in the fur. I got everything else blocked in, but I want to put in the fur. There's an owl. This is actually something I drew for my neighbor. This is a picture, and I copied it. I didn't give her the original. I copied it on photo paper. And here's our project that we're working on, you guys. I work on this from time to time, whenever I feel motivated to do that. I end up with so many different projects going at once, because I like to switch it up so often. That way I can have a fresh set of eyes coming back to it later. That, I can't get everything done all at once. So. These are the pencils we're using for this. I'm going to pull this out. I like this green. It's a little dark, so I want to be careful with it on our net on the last apple that we did. But we're going to use it again. We're just going to go a little lighter with it. Okay. She likes looking out her little window right there. She feels safe, especially with her back to me. She knows that I'm right here and I got her back. But she knows she's alright. She likes to come on these adventures with Dad. This is the time we get to get out and enjoy the outdoors and stuff. So here in the next couple sessions, this drawing will probably be complete, and then I'll slap some spray varnish on it. I use spray varnish. I don't like to wipe stuff on stuff like this because it tends to smear it all over the place. So spray varnish is generally the way to go. And while both the paper and the pencils are both archival, it'll probably last forever, the spray varnish will just help protect it just a little bit more. So I don't mind spraying it. A quick light coat, I might add. Alright. These are the Caran d'Ache Luminance 6901 series. These are light fast, and they have light fast rating on them. So this is a LF1, light fast rating of 1, which is the best. I think it goes down to like maybe 2 or 3, but they're still going to last hundreds of years. Light fast 1 again. So I'm not sure what the red is. It looks like we went ahead and got that shaved off already, but I do have a second red in here because I do like to draw apples like this and different things, grapes, strawberries. Now this is a light fastness of 2, so it just kind of gives you the idea that they have 3 separate tiers of light fastness of these pencils.
And while 2 is still a long time, you know, hundreds of years, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do with this apple is try to figure out how much of this apple and what part of this apple we're going to see down here in the corner. So basically, it's all going to be just red. I'm just going to, the whole thing is going to be an apple.
Nice peaceful sketch session. Well, and I'll head home. So until next Friday, you guys, thanks for joining us. And for Bella and I, peace.